It's another live watch along. We're doing so many of these this
Another
this
one.
month.
Is anybody sick of them yet? Sick of us?
Tonight we're watching Saw, baby. We're watching the OG. Well, actually, not the OG. There is a short film
Directed by
James Wan.
Yes.
But this is the original feature-length film. This is the copy we are watching, the 4K with the beautiful slipcover, purchased at Best Buy. And it's the unrated edition. In case anyone, I don't know, maybe we'll ask Bob. I don't know if there's a rated version out there that's available on home media. But we're watching the unrated version because when you watch a Saw movie, why watch a rated version?
Exactly. Man, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie.
Yeah, show this thing you got over here. This thing is worth a pretty penny, by the way.
Yeah, and I remember picking it up at FYE.
Yeah,
like when it first dropped.
That thing goes for quite some money, Mr. Billy over here. So
yeah, not. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Not the glow in the dark, blood splattered one.
No.
Just the average,
OG,
but even so.
Had to bust him out for tonight. Have him watch along with us.
2016.
Yep, 2016. Back when Funko had the ironically goofy looking logo on the bottom. Very funky looking. So yeah, we busted that out. We busted the 4K out. We have a special guest tonight. His name is Bob from Bob's Blu-rays. I'm sure you've heard of him if you're watching along with us. He's been on a ton of streams. He does a ton of streams. He loves streaming. We love streaming. So we're going to bring him in here in just a second. But before we do, we have to make sure that everyone understands, since we are playing a game tonight, that there are some rules for tonight's game. There are some rules for tonight's game. For everyone watching, for Bob, for us, there are rules for tonight's game.
Are there consequences?
Maybe. I didn't get that far. Rules for tonight's game. Number 1, you must be watching the movie from a physical copy.
Okay, we got that.
You have to be. If you are streaming this, shame on you.
If you're streaming, run.
So you have to be watching the movie from a physical copy. That's rule number 1 for tonight's game. Number 2, whenever Billy the Puppet appears on screen, you must sing Billy, Sweet Billy Boy from Billy Madison.
All right, I'm already out. I ain't doing that.
We all know, right? Veronica sings that.
Yeah. I know
Billy,
that
Sweet Billy Boy.
You won't shut up about it.
And finally, you must send in your answer to the Danny Glover question included in the scrolling ticker below. So if you look below us, there's a little ticker going by.
Yeah, those are.
You have to send in your answer to that Danny Glover question.
And we're not going to say the Danny Glover question because we're going to make you read the ticker.
So that's everything that's those are the rules for tonight's game, damn it. So, all right, enough dilly-dallying. Let's bring the man in, because that's why you're here. You're not here for us. You're here for Bob. Here he is from a different view. If you're used to watching his channel, this is a different view than we've ever seen.
Yeah, it is, definitely. If you guys want me to turn the light back on, I can, but I feel like this is better than the glare I had.
Oh, no. Yep, you're totally right. Totally right.
Okay.
But what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel.
I'm with her. I'm out if we have to sing, because everybody else will leave. Your stream will go down to 0 if you start getting me to sing. You don't want it. Nobody wants to see that. So,
but you do understand the reference as long as that.
I love Billy Madison. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking of funny rules, and his name's Billy the Puppet, Billy Madison, Billy Sweet Billy Boy. To me, I'll do it. Damn it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But what's going on, man? How's because you just got back from seeing Halloween Ends. No spoilers, but what'd you think?
No, I would never. Actually, last night I did a stream, and then afterwards on Huck's Trivia last night, somebody was in there spoiling the movie. So,
no way.
They're just, I guess, just trolling, going to different streams, trying to spoil it, and that's just not my style, man. If this was something like Scream, I would have been pissed. I would have found the guy's IP address and hunted him down. But because it's just Halloween, I didn't really care for the first 2, so I wasn't like, you know what I mean. But no, Magic Hands is in here too because he's one of my friends, so I sent him the link, and he didn't like it either. We just got back, so
nice.
Yeah, but I hope everybody else enjoys it.
Was it at least a fitting conclusion for Jamie Lee?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just say that, and I'll leave it at that, of course.
All right, nice. Laren, of course, Mr. Laren. He's number 1 here. Magic Hands, that's your guy.
Yeah, my buddy Mike. Okay. He's in every stream, man. He's good, big supporter.
Nice. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to have you here, man. Sienna. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Nice
everyone.
to meet you, Sienna. What's up, Tony?
Bob, do you know about the Durant haters out there on the streams?
There's one person I see in your stream quite a bit, who comes in here and I think they get kicked right away or something like that by the moderators, right?
They get kicked very quickly. And Sienna, if you're a genuinely good person, I'm happy for you. But I have a sneaking suspicion you're the Durant hater tonight.
What is it? What I don't understand. Like, I thought everybody loved Durant for one, anyways. It's just trolling.
It's just trolling. We all have because we've even asked Dave. We're like, who do you think this is? And they're like, or Dave's like, it's probably a 12-year-old that has nothing better to do with their life. Tony from Tony's Movies and More. We've also speculated maybe it's an ex, but Dave's like, why would one of my exes go through all this? So,
Yeah.
anyways, that Veronica Vaughn.
Don't enable him. Don't enable him.
Oh, Laren. I'd rather spend time in a bathroom with Glover than many other people. Thank you for answering the question. Bob, would you rather would you spend a day in a bathroom with Danny Glover?
Like, is there more context behind it? Like, in what age? I mean, because he's a little older now.
Let's say the age that he's in, like in this, like it's essentially you wake up in a bathroom similar to how they wake up in a bathroom.
With Danny Glover. Yeah,
With Danny
sure.
Glover.
I mean, I'd rather spend it with, like, I don't know, maybe like Ana de Armas, but that's okay. He'll work.
Or Naomi Watts. Or
Naomi Watts would be number one. Absolutely. I could watch paint dry with her in it.
He has a big affinity for Naomi Watts.
Oh, I understand now.
Yep.
That is correct.
Sorry, I was out of the lore.
Adrian, what's going on, Adrian? I fail at the rules already.
Get
Why,
out.
Tony? Are you streaming? Are you streaming this movie?
Maybe he doesn't want to sing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he doesn't want to sing. Hey, Tony, how are you? Hey, Laren. Bob, you're supposed to say he didn't spoil it and it was all BS. LOL.
You know what? I don't even remember what he said. Hey, Mika.
Yep. Hey, Mika, what's going
Hi,
on?
Mika.
Yeah, we're probably going to see ends on Saturday, so we have to really avoid spoilers.
Yeah. I'm avoiding social media like the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. It's pathetic. People are really childish, but you have to avoid it. Unfortunately.
Yeah. See, there was someone spoiling it last night in Susan's live. Damn, man.
I think it was the same person. They went to a bunch of different streams last night and just started copy paste probably in everybody's stream. And the problem is so if you have moderators, of course, or if you could block them yourself, but once they post it and somebody reads it, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Or if you don't read the comment before you click it, you put it up there and then you read it and you're like, oh my God, I just spoiled it for myself, So unfortunately, there's a lot of things. So I do a lot of hand gestures. I'm a hand gesture kind of guy.
No, you're good, man. We would too, but we have to hold these 10 microphones.
Yep.
We got Adrian saying hey to Tony. We got Eddie's Films and Stuff. What's going on, Eddie?
Ho.
Good name. Love his name. Seeing ends tomorrow night. I've heard some, let's just say, interesting stuff about the movie. And yes, no singing.
I haven't heard anything other than what you just said.
And hey, look, it's Gavin Grant. What's going on?
Well, I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but I gave it 1 star. Like, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. So I hope the two of you feel differently. Of course, I just didn't like it.
Wow. Yeah. I know I'm in a boat all by myself. I actually enjoyed Kills.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Kills?
You could stay in that boat.
I can stay in that boat. Okay.
Oh, so she didn't like Kills either. Okay, I rewatched it last night and liked it even less than I did.
Really?
No,
I don't know, man. I don't
annoying.
know. Especially the soundtrack. I've been banging out to that soundtrack, especially when they that scene where they all gang up on Michael.
Mm-hmm.
The music there. Oh my God! Like you drive to that, you get a real high there.
I mean, I like 2018. I don't know how you feel about that one.
I give that like a 3 out of 5. It's not great, but it was bearable. It was above average for me. I enjoyed it a little bit. There's 2 things I hated. I hated the doctor, and I hated the getting rid of the brother sister storyline.
Oh, okay. All right. So you didn't like that throwaway line that they did?
No, because I think that it's like, why is he so obsessed with Laurie Strode if it's or why is Laurie Strode so obsessed with him 40 years later? I mean, I understand trauma, things like that, but I'm like, it's like, come on, it's 40 years later. I mean, you got to move on.
It's funny. Someone was saying, I don't know who it was exactly, but they were like, uh-oh, Jamie Lee's embarking on her trauma world tour again.
Well, somebody said on Twitter, like, I'm starting to think she'd be starting shit with him.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah. Well, you'll see in the movie, but I really liked the granddaughter. I want to see her in some more stuff. Is her name Allison in it, right?
Allison,
yeah, but I really like her. I'm a big fan of her as an actress. I actually think she could be pretty decent.
And how do you feel about the same director, David Gordon Green, now going to The Exorcist?
Yeah, I heard about that after this movie. Actually, somebody was like, because I read a review on Letterboxd, if this is the man that's in charge of Exorcist, our future for horrors, basically, fuck. I don't know if you allow me to swear, so I apologize. But
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you can curse.
But yeah, basically, like, we're screwed if he's the one in charge. I just hope he doesn't get Danny McBride to write it, because I think he's a issue in the writers' room.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's safe to say, like, you don't even like his comedies, Pineapple Express, or.
I'm actually the biggest, like, possible Danny McBride hater out there in the entire world. Like, yeah, I actually, like, hate the guy. And I don't ever say that about celebrities or anything, because I could care less. But, like, especially after this Halloween trilogy, I'm like, man, he just doesn't. He's never written before, though. So, like, put this in somebody better's hand, and I think they could have done a better job.
True. To be fair, though, there are multiple writers on it, so I don't know how much influence Danny has on
this one. I think there was 4.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I think because before the movie started, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Mika, 2018 was actually perfect to me.
Yeah, she said didn't enjoy Kills. Yeah, well, Kills is a mixed bag too, but I didn't mind 2018. Just the doctor really. Oh man, like
Dr. Sartain.
Like, why would he slit the guy? Oh, God.
But then I feel like they knew that. That's why they give him that great death where he gets his head stomped.
Yeah.
My theater experience for Kills was amazing, but the movie itself is mid. Tony, hello. Welcome.
Hey, Tony.
Love having you here.
Hello.
Holland saying hey. By the way, hey,
Holland said I do hand gestures too, flipping the bird. The person, right? Yeah, I'm with him.
All right, so we are all queued up at 0000. If you were to press play on whatever copy you're watching, obviously you can be streaming. I'm just being facetious. We're at right before the Lionsgate logo comes across the screen. That's where we are. So here we are. Whoa, hello, Damien. Legit dropped everything to catch the stream. Love Saw and supporting the homies.
Wow,
awesome,
man. Jerry, what's up?
What's up, Jerry?
You were really glad they retconned the brother sister angle. Okay, it's one of my favorite aspects of these new films. Interesting. Yeah, people love it, people hate it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 000. So we're gonna count 3, 2, 1, play, and on play, you hit your play button, and we're gonna get Saw going here. When was the last time you watched this movie?
Okay, so I was telling you before the stream started, I've never done like a watch along. I've done it on Instagram with friends before, where we just like have the phone on speaker and we're watching it, and every once in a while we'll like laugh or be like, oh, did you catch that, or whatever. And sometimes we barely talk, but it's been a while, so like I was like, I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to like pay attention and still like contribute into the chat. So once again, this is my first time doing a watch along too. I'm talkative, but like I don't know what to say. I'll just jump in when I'm ready to speak and whatever you guys say. So yeah, I just always myself, whatever that means.
It's all good. It is very tricky because you do get caught up in the movie and everything.
Oh, for sure, because it's been a while, but I do remember enjoying this. I saw it in theaters with my dad. Good memories. And I love this franchise, and I feel like Paranormal Activity took it over kind of as the new, Saw, so to speak, in theaters at least.
Yeah,
because I feel like once Paranormal Activity came out, the last Saw was like, at least at the time, I think it was like Saw 7 or something like that. So yeah, and then I was like, this one took over. Are you fans of Paranormal Activity?
I love Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen all of them, but from what I have seen, I really enjoy it. I'm just afraid that my opinion's gonna change.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first Paranormal Activity. I think once you start getting like to 4, that's where it starts dipping. But
Yeah,
I like the first three.
I guess like I'm an anomaly because like I literally just said like in the last stream that I'm not a sequel person.
Yeah.
But I literally love the entire Saw franchise. Like
Good God.
every single movie.
I
Well,
was
not every
gonna
single
say,
movie.
Are you fans of the sequels and stuff like that? And I know the Chester Bennington was in what, part 6? Was it?
I'm bad with
Who's
names.
Chester Bennington?
The lead singer of Linkin Park who killed himself a couple years
Oh,
ago.
you know what? I think he is. Yeah. Now that
I
you
think
say
he's
that.
the one that gets his back stuck like glued to the driver's seat. I think, yeah.
That'd be Saw 2. Saw 2.
Saw 2's great. When she gets thrown in the needles, that fucks me up every time because
Yeah.
I can do
Needles.
needles now, but like when I was a kid and I saw that movie, I was like, nope.
And we just watched the Blob remake from 1988. I had no idea that's the same girl.
Sharni, not Sharni Vincent, but Shawnee Smith.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, that's Amanda from Saw.
Yeah. I think she was adorable in the 80s and the Blob. She looked great.
Yeah.
She didn't age.
Yeah,
Like,
No.
at all.
She does. She looks
looks
the
good in
same.
this movie too.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna count down from 3. Everybody ready?
I might be 3 seconds ahead, but yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I'll just delay it 2 seconds.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, so we got the Lionsgate logo coming up here. And then we're going to get that awesome, iconic Twisted Pictures logo coming up here. Which, you know, I don't think they've done anything else.
No.
Twisted Pictures.
Can you hear my TV or no?
Let me listen. Hold on. Nope. Sounds good on our end.
Okay. If it gets too loud, just everybody let me know. And my screen may obviously get lighter and darker as the movie gets darker and lighter.
All good, man. It's all good.
Dynamic
Twisted
lighting.
Pictures presents. Seriously, can anyone let us know? Has Twisted Pictures done anything else?
Laren?
Laren, how do you feel about James Wan?
Oh, I love James Wan. My favorite film of his, and actually one of my favorite films of all time, third favorite film of all time, is Death Sentence.
Death Sentence.
Yeah.
Have
Never
you
seen
seen it? I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, I love Death Sentence. Like
Is that
just
before or after Saw?
after? It's like 2004. It's not long after though. It might actually be like 2007 or 8. So it's not too.
Wait,
long.
hold on. Are you talking about Dead Silence?
No, not Dead Silence. Death Sentence. So death
Okay.
and then sentence. Basically, yeah, it's like a revenge movie. His son.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like but it's like realistic and emotional and not just like violent for the sake of being violent. It's like sad.
Huh. But he also did do that Dead Silence movie.
Yeah, I didn't really
that
remember.
the puppet?
That's the puppet movie. Another puppet movie.
That's funny.
Okay, so isn't there a CinemaSins where it's like, how long was he in the bathtub just like chilling
Yeah, like underwater. Like it couldn't have been more than like 30 seconds.
there? Like like in a later sequel, don't they show like they drop him in real quick and then turn the lights off?
Yeah, I probably
You know, the interesting thing about these movies is once you get into those sequels, you when you watch this movie, like
You appreciate
your
the
brain is
simplicity.
just going a mile a minute, knowing all the intricacies that's going on.
People really hate on Lee Winnell as an actor.
I think he's
I think he does
fine.
a serviceable job in here. I don't think he's totally great. I mean, I haven't seen has he acted in anything else or
Yeah, I think there's what was it? Was it something that recently came out? It wasn't Barbarian, it was something. I'll look it up. But I really like him as a director. The Invisible Man and
yeah.
Upgrade
Upgrade.
and The Invisible Man are so good.
Yeah. Been getting good reviews.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out here.
Ugh.
Are you sure ours isn't too loud?
Yeah, can you
Mine-
hear ours?
No, but mine too loud?
No. Nope.
Like you're talking about like all the intricacies and whatnot. If there's one movie I wish I could like wipe my memory clean of so that I can watch it for the first time again, it would
Saw.
be this. It'd
It's
be
Saw.
this.
I just
Just-
forgot how like low budget this is, just how they film this, and it's just unbelievable. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's
Sure.
absolutely great.
Let's see here. So he was in Death Sentence as well. So it seems like James Wan likes to hire him as his actor.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I think he was in the short film as well.
Yep.
He was.
Yeah. Oh, Jerry. So fun fact, I'm pretty sure my most hated movie of all time is Eli Roth's The Green Inferno. And you're popping it in. Why are you popping it in when we're watching Saw?
For fun, popping it in for fun, you have his blood boiling.
Oh my god, I hate The Green Inferno so
You didn't
much.
like The Green Inferno?
I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
You didn't like when they cooked the big fat guy, the big black guy,
Oh,
and you're
my
like,
God.
he'll be starved, or they'll be starved for a while.
Well, because I don't understand the moral of the story, and even in like the tagline of the movie is "No good deed goes unpunished." It's like they're trying to help the people, and they get eaten. So it's like, what's the moral here?
I think that they were going for I think Eli Roth idea is he was trying to remake Cannibal Holocaust.
Have you seen Cannibal Holocaust?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I have.
Can't watch that one, or are you a fan?
I've watched it. I don't plan on ever watching it again. Now, I wish I could wipe my memory of it just for the sake of wiping my memory of it.
So, as far as Cannibal Holocaust, I literally drawing a blank right there. I think Cannibal Holocaust is a super important film, and I think it's actually a very good movie and has a great message too. But it just, so many people, they hear Cannibal Holocaust and they're like, yeah, I just want to watch it for the gore and violence and sex or whatever. And it's like, if you pay attention to the message of the movie, it's actually a really good movie. And that's what I took out of it. I was like, I went into it for gore, and then I actually ended up, I'm not saying I enjoyed the movie, but I thought it was a good movie.
Is it a better message than The Green Inferno?
Yeah, I mean,
Kind
I mean, I didn't even really pick up on any kind of huge message in Green Inferno, but when I was watching Cannibal Holocaust, it's like these people go out there to make like a snuff film, or and they
Exploitation.
Yeah, and they're the ones who are like messing with the people, really. You know what I mean? Like,
that's cool.
We're the evil ones, basically, in the movie, is what it's saying.
That's cool. But in The Green Inferno, they're going over to save the rainforest or something.
Yeah.
And they get eaten alive. So I'm just like, this is so dumb.
They got the protesting T-shirts and all that, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can appreciate that, I will say. It's just like when you get into killing real animals on film, that's when I'm like, you could have done that any other way.
Yeah.
Any other way.
Yeah, and I know that the director of that movie had to go to court because, and it's been done several times with other movies, but nothing in America because we don't go that far. But yeah, they had to go to court to prove that these actors were still alive.
Yeah.
And that they didn't actually kill them. So,
well, because he made it so that they had to live like off the grid, like, keep a low profile.
It felt real too. It does.
Yeah.
But yeah, the animal violence gets to a lot of people, a ton of people.
Yeah.
For sure, especially because, like she said, it's real killing. So
yeah, it's not like shock doesn't bother me clearly because I like Saw or love Saw. It's the real animals. It's
No, 100%. Not to like it. You go down side tangents and then you have to kind of reel it back in. 100%. Mika, Saw is I would say it's potentially the best like twist ending to a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wish I could rewatch it again because like that shock, like I was saying.
But it's also the reason it's so good is because the Charlie Clouser score is.
I forgot how disgusting this movie makes me feel already. Like, it is so gross.
Yeah.
The toilets, the corners, the mold, the everything. I forgot how.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like waking up in that bathroom. Granted, Danny Glover's with you, but you're waking up in that bathroom.
Hell no, I don't want to wake up in that bathroom. I don't care if it's with Naomi Watts. I have zero interest in being in that bathroom.
No, when he later on in the movie, sorry, spoilers, I guess, when he reaches his hand in the toilet, like the bowl, not the bowl, but the tank of it.
Mm. Sienna doesn't like any Saw past part 4. Well, it's actually a solid trilogy. It's a solid 1, 2, 3 trilogy. And then once because spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen 3, they killed John in the 3rd movie.
Yeah.
And then he's in flashbacks the entire rest of the damn Saw franchise.
Is that picture Michelle Williams, the profile picture right there?
Is it?
No, I think it's Michelle Williams.
Sienna, is that Michelle Williams?
Sienna does not seem like a troll, like a Dave hater.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what? They've been really good at like misleading us, and then they attack. So
I can understand past part 4, but like I can understand the hate towards 7 because I also can't really stand 7, but I watch it anyway. 6 is really good. 6 is, I feel like, a little underrated.
and then I think also one of the black sheeps is Spiral, but I actually like Spiral.
I hate Spiral.
So I'm curious who in your audience and every one of your live streams for watch alongs actually watches it versus like watches you guys watch it, because I'll be honest with you, there's like sometimes I'm just driving and I just set my phone down because I drive a lot and I worked like 3 different jobs, and so sometimes I'll just put my phone down and watch you guys, listen to you guys talk about the movie.
Yep.
If you haven't seen it before. And like Killer Clowns, I did that. I worked the whole time because I had seen it actually like a couple days before that. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch them watch it.
Yeah.
Watch vicariously through us.
Well, chat, how many of you are actually watching this movie with us versus just listening to us talk about it?
This is your obligatory. I wish I could
shout out to Tony. I see Tony's in every one of your live streams. I don't think he misses a live stream of yours.
Tony's Movies and More, or Basement Blues?
Tony's Movies and More. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's we're actually next weekend we're meeting up with him and Durant at Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw you guys met up with Mika last week, right? And or was that you weren't there?
We didn't meet up. No.
Okay, but you live out by them though? All of them?
I don't. No. They're all up north. We're in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, you're gonna meet up with them at Universal, you said.
In Orlando, Florida. Yeah.
That's badass. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, my bad. I was getting all mixed up there because I was like, oh, you must live out by them. But Universal, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Well, they had a whole big group meetup and didn't think to fly us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or any of us, me,
right?
Anybody.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Where are you from?
That Mika, huh?
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Illinois. I don't, you know how like whenever people ask that question, they expect me to say Chicago, but it's like I actually hate Chicago. I'm a suburb guy. Like I don't like the city at all.
You're actually pretty close to Laren, who is also he never misses a single one of these things. He lives in Illinois as well. All right, so this doesn't count because I almost sang Billy Sweet Billy Boy, but this is just the voice. We have to see the puppet come up on the TV screen. Also, Bob, when you watch this movie, do you like does Scary Movie 4 ruin this movie for you with the opening?
No, because Scream is actually, there's a lot of people that say like Scream is tainted for them. Scream is my #1 favorite film of all time, so I can watch Scary Movie and Scream is, it's not Halloween 1970. I know Mika, she's probably disappointed whenever I say that. But yeah, Scream is my favorite film of all, my favorite horror film of all time.
Yep.
Do you not like Scream?
No, it's just like to hear someone say it's their favorite movie. You hear
no, favorite horror film, not favorite movie.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, no, I love horror movies, which is funny because it's probably my favorite genre as a whole. But they don't usually fall into like my favorite films of all time because that. Like my favorite movies are usually movies that like had a huge impact and made me feel a certain way that like carried with me for weeks or months or years or something like that. Like Death Sentence, to be honest with you, is just so emotional for a revenge movie. Like can't speak enough about it. But yeah, Perks of Being a Wallflower, that's in my top 10 of all time. Love that one.
Been years since I saw that one.
That's a good one.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? Love that avatar.
Yeah, Lady and the Tramp is one of my favorite films of all time.
Adrian, haven't seen Saw in a long time. Well, glad you're watching along with us.
You know, Adrian's in a lot of chats too. It's so hard to like shout out and mention people so often. Yeah, that's disgusting. You guys are right. The whole toilet thing. That is so gross. That is so gross.
I think I'd rather chop off my own hand.
Are we gonna get Bob puking on camera?
That's nasty. But yeah, it's really cool when you're in hosting or in streams and you see the same people like Mika and Tony and Holland Oates is in every stream. Like it's awesome because like these things don't happen without these people supporting our channels.
Oh yeah.
So like
absolutely.
shout out as always. I try to give like just thank you so much because even just being a guest, like it's cool, like you know, having people in the chat show up. I appreciate you guys for having me too.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Of
We appreciate
course.
you coming on. Jerry, that's ironic. You're in Orlando now. Well, we'll be there next weekend. So
Are you going to
stop on by Halloween
Nights?
Horror Nights and say hey to Dave, Tony, and Haley and I. I
That's-
usually
No,
Sorry.
sorry. I know Mika said her favorite horror film of all time is the 1978 Halloween, and I'm doing a stream with Mika and a couple other women on top 5 horror films from 1980 to 1999. And I was like, I know what Mika's number 1 is, and then I was like, wait, that's 78, so that wouldn't count.
that's probably gonna kill her.
She might kill me.
Tonight you're just listening, moderating, and you're watching Halloween 2018.
And
Wow.
kills.
Yeah.
So moderators, because I got a message last night, and so did Huck actually. Somebody had said we really need to get moderators because Huck doesn't have moderators.
That was me. That was me and yours.
You said that last night, fans. Of
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do moderators just make sure somebody comes in like a Dave Hater just talking trash? You just remove them basically. You could do that.
It's basically you appoint them. You have trust in them. So we have trust in Tony and Laren. To in case anything like that happens, they have the ability to block someone from your channel.
No negativity.
Yeah. So
Now I'm curious, Holland and Mika, because I know the two of you, Adrian, Tony, we already know. Holland, Mika, are you guys watching Saw right now, or are you just kind of hanging out? I'm always curious. I gotta ask that.
oh, it's
Oh,
cool,
of
man. Love
course.
it. Yes, it was a fun time getting to see Dave, Tony, Mizzy Sue, and Joe, the New England crew.
Wow.
I feel like that rhymes. The New England crew, the Sue and Joe and the New England crew. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Close enough.
That was awesome, though. There was a lot of pictures floating around too. They were all posting, and I was getting text messages literally from friends. They're like, "Did you see who's all together?" And I was like, "I know, right?"
Yep.
Jealous.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get the introduction of Danny Glover. I always forget he's in this movie, and then I see him, and I'm like, Danny Glover's in this movie. There he is.
Danny freaking Glover. I think we're like synced up perfectly because you said there he is as soon as I saw him.
Cool.
Now, who's that actor? The guy right there.
Holding his nose.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know?
I don't know.
I don't know. I really think the only like star power this movie had was Danny Glover at the time. Like he was the real selling point of this movie. It was like, oh, Danny Glover's in a movie.
Yeah, because Carrie Elwes, Ewells.
Oh yeah, okay, I guess yeah.
I don't know if he was like a huge. I guess he was big in the '90s. I don't know.
Yeah, Liar Liar.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, you don't remember him in Liar Liar?
I've never seen Liar.
Oh,
Barely.
yeah.
I just remember the elevator scene's really funny in that one, and everybody always quotes what the pen is blue. Is that what it is, or the pen is?
The goddamn pen is blue.
Also, can I just say, I know it was a cinema sim, but I'm gonna be redundant and say it anyway.
No, it's okay.
But this, like, trap, if you will,
Is
was
inescapable.
No, it's so winnable.
Oh, it's so winnable.
Maybe not for a guy of his size, but like he was given adequate time.
Well, here we go. We're gonna see him attempt to try to get out here. I think he passes out or something,
Like,
right?
he got trapped.
And then he just bled out or something.
Yeah. Like, okay, he had 2 hours, right, to get through this wire maze, okay? Really, you could have just, like, if you didn't just bolt on through, you know, you could maneuver. Like, look at my guy.
That would suck though. Like, that would really suck.
Yeah, that would suck. But I mean, like,
Going through that.
I'm a small person.
Yeah,
Like-
he's not.
No, but that's why I said a guy of his size. I'm not sure, but like I'm a small person. Like you could, if you took your time, like you had 2 whole hours.
Yeah. Oh well. You gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit.
Trying to figure out how. I know Holland said the Asian guy is holding his nose. He was in Rush Hour and Old. Okay, Old.
Oh crap!
He's the one that went swimming in Old.
He
went-
wasn't old. Ain't that cool?
But
That's
there's
funny.
something else I feel like he's in.
That was. I didn't even realize he was in old. I loved old.
This trap is definitely unwinnable.
Mm.
I mean, look at all those numbers.
Got it. Yeah, he's a Rush Hour. He's an Old.
Where do you even start? Sorry.
I thought there was something else, but no.
Good picks, Bob. Indeed, Mika. Hollow Notes. The Asian guy holding his nose. He was in Rush Hour and Old. I was so happy to see Dina Meyer in this. Love her.
Did you guys and gals, did you like Jigsaw?
I enjoyed Jigsaw.
I did. Fun fact. So I saw that when I was like on the cusp of turning 18, and I guess like in Florida, like you have to be accompanied by an adult to see a rated R movie, regardless of who buys your ticket.
Stupid.
Yeah, right. And that was like never a thing. I grew up in Ohio, never a thing. But regardless, so like my grandfather and me went thinking that like, you know, I would go on to Saw and then he would go on to see whatever he wanted to. And he really did not want to see Saw.
Yeah, of course not. Why would he want to watch Saw?
No. So I really just snuck on into the theater, and it was kind of scary because not only was I like, you know, just afraid of getting caught, but the theater was empty, completely empty. And I was like, what if I die in here? Would anybody know? But I had a good time. No chewing popcorn, no people talking, babies crying. Life's good.
Yep.
I'm Detective Tappas, Detective Say homicide. Very impressive.
They kept a lot of grain in the 4K, I feel like. Is that just me, or I'm not like the biggest technology whiz, but I feel like there's they kept a decent amount of grain in it.
100%. Yep.
Are you able to tell us when you
And I know some people actually hate when they like remove grain, like Terminator 2.
I could live with that. I was more upset that James Cameron went in and digitally altered like stunt doubles and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it looks clean, but some people felt like he looked plastic,
Yeah.
like wax.
But there's moments in that movie where like when Arnold jumps the canal on the bike, you can clearly see it's his stunt double. And then he went back and put Arnold's head over it. And it's like, the charm of that is knowing, you know, it's like seeing what they thought was not going to be seen.
so you have no idea how your family should.
Now, do you agree or do you disagree that this movie is basically just a Seven ripoff?
I haven't seen 7.
Okay.
I think my friend is sending me the digibook though of that, so I'll own it, and he wants me to see it. So
Gotcha. What, did you say it's a ripoff or no? Oh, you haven't seen 7 either. None of us have seen 7.
you haven't either?
Nah. But I do hear that it's all like it's just basically a ripoff of 7.
I don't even know the plot of 7, if I'm being quite honest with
A guy who wants to
you.
Hey,
Good.
a guy who wants to teach people lessons, and so he does, and all his stuff is all his killings are based around the 7 deadly sins.
Well, what
Okay.
year did that come out?
97, 95, somewhere in there. 95, 96, 97. Dave
No.
Durant. Hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Are you guys all remember? When
There it
I
is.
said-
And we fell for Jeff. See, he's very
Well, I felt bad last time.
yeah, because Bob, last time we called him out like right at the start, and he was like, "Wow, you're really not nice to new people, are you?"
And I was
And look at it's because look, we knew, man, we knew. It's okay. Tony or Laren took care of it.
I literally felt so bad last night too. I'm like, I didn't mean to make anybody
Yeah.
upset.
It's whatever. All right.
Oh, you guys called that person out last night?
on our previous stream. Yeah.
Oh, there's Shawnee Smith. Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Jeez. Well, I don't get it though. It's stupid. I saw that Jerry had mentioned The Ruins. I'm a huge fan of the movie The Ruins. Big fan of The Ruins. And he said it should get a Second Sight release. I don't know if Second Sight would put it out, but I'd love to see Arrow or Scream Factory do The Ruins. And I know, yep, piss off, Jeff. You blocked.
Thank you, Tony.
That's awesome. That's funny. That's funny. He's like, piss off, Jeff. You're blocked. Y'all should have watched 7 instead of Saw. No, because then I'd be paying attention to the movie, and you would just see me like this.
Billy, sweet Billy boy, I knew you would come back. It's Billy, everybody. It's Billy.
Billy.
All right, I got a fun fact for Tony or Holland or Mika or anybody in here, Magicans. Is that her real tattoo, or is that did they put that on there? Or is that like, I assume it's a real tattoo?
On her like shoulder there.
Yeah.
Good question.
I feel like a lot of movie a lot of movie tattoos are put there on purpose, and I feel like if you are like, if I were to go into like acting in a movie, I feel like my tattoos would be covered up because I feel like they insinuate like symbolism.
Unless you're the Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock is just like, you better keep all my damn tattoos in this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they could insinuate symbolism.
Yeah, I don't remember because in the Blob, she never really shows her back. We don't ever see her back. So I don't know. But granted, that's 88. This is 2004. She could have had a tattoo by then.
Do you like the way they speed everything up? Like that?
I absolutely dig the shit out of that.
I do.
I dig the shit out of that. I know people piss all over it, but I'm just like, it just makes it more terrifying, really.
It gives me anxiety.
It gives me anxiety.
In all the right ways.
You guys, I hate you guys because now instead of watching, I was gonna watch like Phantasm or Casper tonight, and now I want to watch Saw 2. I don't actually hate you guys. I was just trying to talk crap.
No, you're good.
Fun fact: I loathe Phantasm.
Oh, you don't like? Oh,
geez.
I've never seen Phantasm, so this is gonna be a first time watch tonight.
I know it's like a cult classic horror film, you know, like
The original
movie, but I
You hate it.
hate it.
So some people said when I watched Phantasm, they said don't just watch the first one and hate it. Like if you hate it, you got to watch the second one because the second one's better than the first.
I can't bring myself to watch the second one, if I'm being quite honest with you.
Let me just say, this is messed up that he makes her do this.
Oh, he's still alive too. I forgot. God,
But did she really have to do it like that?
this is like Michael Myers type of stuff.
Yeah.
All with a bear trap on your head. Paul, what's going on, man?
Howdy.
So Paul actually just did his last night at Halloween Horror Nights, so he's not gonna be joining us next weekend.
Not even for us.
I mean, we might run into him down there, but he's not going to be able to do Halloween Horror Nights.
What?
Now, where are you in like Florida?
We're in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, are you guys by KB and then Basement Blues, or is that not?
We're by I don't know about KB yet, but I know we're about 2 hours from Tony, Basement Blues, and James, 20th and 21st.
Oh, James and KB. I didn't realize James was also out there too.
Yep. So actually funny because Tony and I were talking about doing like maybe a meetup at it's a place called Second and Charles. It's sort of like a bull moose.
I know Second and Charles. We got one in Indiana. Well, I'm in Illinois, but there's one in Indiana.
Yep.
And I know that's where Orbit DVD is like on the cusp of Atlanta or Georgia and North Carolina or something like that.
Yep. Super pumped for it.
Magic
Billy, sweet Billy boy.
Magic Hands and I are planning a road trip where we try and go to a bunch of different like Blu-ray stores, and anybody who's interested in like, you know, if we could circle and make it work that where it's not out of the way, we want to try and meet as many collectors as possible, because I just
How
think
far
that's
out are
really
you
cool.
going?
Yeah, come to Savannah, man.
Well, the thing is, if there's like Orbit DVD we want to go to, and it's like it's right out where we're like, man, there's Tony and KB, and now you guys are saying you're out there, and James.
Yep.
It's like there's a lot of people in the Atlanta area or Georgia.
Yep.
So
Also, Bob, what did I say? What did I say? Isn't that awful?
I
Isn't that
like
awful?
Michelle Williams though. She looks good there.
But the thing is, I just kind of know
Yeah.
at this point. I just know.
Well, yeah, you get your regulars, so to speak.
Yeah. It's so weird. Oh, and also, by the way, Paul was saying hello to you.
Oh, hello, Paul. Yeah,
Paul's a
the
great
fact-
guy.
I see Mika said the fact that the guy was still alive. Yikes! Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm so used to like I keep the chat, you know, so like I read and like
Oh, you're good.
I hate doing that because I'm not hosting, but I want to like respond to certain questions or like statements. I'm like,
Totally
oh,
fine.
yes, Mika. Oh my God, Laren, yes, or something.
Totally fine, Dan. I totally get it. It is weird when you're so used to hosting and then you let like someone else do the hosting duty.
Yeah. I just don't want to step on somebody like, hey, I was gonna get to the chat. You know, it's like, hold on.
No, you're good.
So
You're
I
good.
never
man.
want to, you know, do that.
No, I don't loathe Casper. I love that little fella.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
saying he was worried.
He's just a little fella.
He's gonna do a 360 and leave.
No, please.
Don't
that
leave,
little guy.
Holland. Don't leave. Don't leave.
No, I love that little guy.
Thanks, Tony. No problem, Laren. Haters out in full force tonight. Yep.
Wait, isn't it like Casper's three goober uncles? Is that it? Like,
So sorry, I had a question about the Durant haters. Is
Oh.
that like the same person on two accounts, or is that just two
I-
different people?
I suspect it's the same two people.
Same. Yeah.
There's two
multiple people. Funny enough, when they blocked, I saw like 3 viewers went down. So I don't know if they have multiple accounts somehow linked up or something.
Why?
but-
Why? What is the point though? Like, what is? I get like I get it though, because it's like, what's the point of spoiling movies? You want to do it to be an asshole and troll, right? I guess that's the idea.
True, and you want to get a reaction out of somebody,
Yeah.
and maybe if we don't highlight them anymore, maybe that's the cure.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But Durant's nice. Like Durant, for example, when I reached out to him on Instagram to be on my channel for that Steelbook battle, I didn't know if he would message me back because he's super busy and he's got a lot of followers and subscribers. And so I didn't really necessarily expect. He messaged me back so fast, and he's like, "That sounds like hot chicken nuggets," and I was like.
Yeah,
I just it was like, and then he was on, and he was one of the first. Like, mad respect to Durant, and others who like have lives and a busy life and a lot of subscribers, and still find the time to be on somebody like my channel.
Yep.
So I get a lot of respect for people like that. Like even Mika, like she's busy, she's got a life, and she was willing to join one of my streams. So like, I really appreciate people who are willing to join.
Well, the story I always tell, and I'll just tell it in case you haven't heard it. Last year, I met up with Dave at Universal. That's typically where I meet up with Dave because he likes to go to Universal. So I met up with him last year. He had not a frequent fear. He had an express pass, which means you get on the rides faster. I didn't. And he walked over to the express counter and bought me an express ticket and it was $200. He shelled out $200 for me. Dave is the nicest guy. I have no idea what anyone's talking about. I've known him since 2015, and he's the nicest dude ever. It's just a 12-year-old or an ex or something like that.
And freaking Tony gets to hang out with him every Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Lucky bastard. He seems like a blast. That Tony, speaking of Tony, that video where they were at Olive Garden for his birthday, that was such a cool video. Like I was telling my buddy, I was like, that's what it's about. Like it is like a community, it's like a family. I know I get giddy and cheesy over here, but like seriously, I love this community. When you talk about it, like that when Mika went out with like Tony and Dave and all of them and Sue. It was like that's like a family, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
like their second family or whatever. I love that stuff. I think it's awesome. Like it really is to me. I make sure not to take it for granted because like I really really enjoy the community.
Well, I know I've heard you say it. I've also heard Tony say it that you actually hear more from the community more than you might hear from like family members.
100%. It's not even close. It's night and day difference. Like I talk
So
to so many people on Instagram, probably 4 or 5 daily. Like Tim Talkies, for example, every single day. There's not a day goes by where we don't like at least just exchange a word with each other or something.
Yep.
And just say hi. Same with like Derek and my buddy Fish and Magic Hands. I was at the show with him tonight. You know, I met him at Best Buy.
There you go.
You know,
There you
it's
go, man.
cool. I forgot like Monica Potter. I actually like Monica Potter.
Yeah. She's all right. Paul's Adventures. Yeah, connect with us when we're closer to that date. So he can't go because it's a Saturday.
Aw.
Christy. Sorry, not Christine. Christy, hello, welcome back.
Hello.
You're good. We know you're good, so don't worry.
Mhm.
I guess
Ed-
if there's no picture, that's the ones you got to worry about. You're saying if you don't know them and there's no picture, you don't. I guess like
That-
red flag.
Well, that's one, but also I initially thought Christy might be a troll because when it's something like that, it just looks like a troll when it's an avatar.
Yeah.
But no, Christy's cool. Yeah, you learn to pick up on the trolls after a while. Dave and Tony are awesome. This community, for the most part, has been really awesome. Just a great
Yeah.
group of peeps.
And that's the thing is no community's perfect. I like last year I ran a lot of races and I wasn't collecting as much. I did a lot of like marathons, different things like that. You get the 95% of people, you're always going to have a bad egg or apple, whatever the saying is, anywhere you go. That's just life. But I try to like focus on the positive people and the people that have had an impact in my life too. So and it's not just like friends or just like movie pals. Like these people have become real friends.
100%, man.
I could go on and on about it forever. So I really am grateful, I guess is what I'm saying.
I love Holland. This community is way above average.
That's great. I
Side
always
note.
I made a joke last night. I was like, I refuse to start a stream unless Holland is in there.
Hey, there you go.
It's like it's Holland's in every one of my streams. But I was a guest on a channel the other night, and I was like, Holland's not in here.
Uh-oh.
And I was a guest, so they probably Holland didn't know. You know what's funny is I assume Holland's a man, but I don't know.
Well, Holland, can you confirm what are you? Are you kid or do you prefer not to answer? Because I know that's an option on those
Yeah.
surveys and stuff.
Yeah,
I
male,
was in a
female,
stream
prefer not
once
to
and it
say
was
or
a-
other.
There was a question, something about the year you were born, and I was like, Holland, what about you? What movie would it be for you? And he put Nosferatu. I was like 1922. Okay, I was like 100 years old.
That's funny. Well, Dave's the nicest dude I've ever known for 2 years. Now he's become one of my closest friends, legit like a brother. Yep, it's the way it works.
Wicked annoying. Yeah.
Now I'm done being sappy. Back to the movie. Amen. All right, so what's going on? Oh yeah,
Side note.
is she about to be kidnapped by someone in the closet?
Well, can I just say that, like, did we really just have to watch him do the entire of this little piggy went to market? Like, did we? That just kind of like made me uncomfortable. Maybe it's,
Character building. Character.
maybe that's the whole thing with Dan Schneider and the whole like feet thing. And I'm
Oh
tainted.
my god, Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
I got a friend. He's like, there's a bunch of like obviously quotes and jokes. So I think he sent me a meme once, and it was Dan getting my Van Schneider.
Dan, get in my face.
Yeah, so probably maybe not the best thing to say, but there's a lot of terrible things out there about Dan Schneider.
Oh yeah.
I gotta tell him to watch the stream just for that part alone, just because he'll laugh.
Which is unfortunate because he made some great freaking shows.
Yeah, but I watched like I didn't quite know who he was really well, and then I like Googled him, and there's some really strange pictures like with him and some young women like really really close, and I was like, oh yeah, this is a little uncomfortable.
Yikes.
Yeah, literally talk about terrifying.
Well, it's screwed up that he keeps it to himself. You know, he doesn't tell him about it. He,
But I can understand playing devil's advocate. I can understand.
he puts it in his pocket. Yeah.
This photo you're talking about's not here.
I can understand. Like this movie requires a lot of like suspending your disbelief, your belief, or whatever. Because it's a lot like, what are the odds that this would have happened, and like he would have found this in order to advance? It's like there's a lot of because movie with this
100%.
movie.
100%.
Like had Gordon not thrown the rock or the stone and broke the glass, wouldn't have found the camera.
Oh yeah.
Had he not thrown his wallet, would have never found the
but-
picture.
But that's also life. Had you not done this, you wouldn't have done that.
yeah.
So
Christy, right? That's the name. Crystal.
yeah.
Crystal.
Christy.
Okay. Couldn't tell with the I. Okay, there.
It's, Christy.
Yeah, Christy. Why do people have to be so mean? It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Why you got to be so mean, right? But yeah, it gets you absolutely nowhere in life. Absolutely. I'm usually only mean to like Zavi because they cancel my orders. Because yeah, me and Pop's Movie Dungeon, they canceled their Poltergeist like because they didn't make enough copies. I guess. Like, why are you taking more pre-orders than you can handle? I don't understand. It's so annoying, especially for something like that because people are trying to sell it for over $100 on eBay.
Oof.
Scalpers.
Scalping.
I hate scalp. Like I that's something I will always be honest about. I have zero respect for like scalpers, like looking to make 10 times the price they paid. I can't stand that. If you're a true especially if you're a true collector, you're supposed to look out for the movie community.
Yep. By the way, that's just a great pan shot where it pans and there's just a dude in a sheet
Yeah.
standing next to your daughter.
No,
That's horrifying.
I have to give it to this kid actress. Like she's annoying, like saying like mommy for like the whole rest of the movie straight. But like I kind of believe that she was like terrified.
And I love how he puts what's it called? A stethoscope?
Yeah.
He puts the stethoscope to her heart as he holds the gun near her head and listens to her heartbeat.
Yeah, like
That's torture.
yeah, I don't think John Kramer told him to do that.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, I kind of really believe she like I'm sure she was scarred.
Look at
because-
look at. Listen to her heart. That's
Good
that's
God.
screwed up.
So how many times have you seen this? Oh, she's gone.
You can say it. She's shaking her head. She doesn't know how many times.
Oh, okay.
Way
Yeah.
too many times.
It gets hard to remember.
Holland, you don't remember this part at all. It's a great part.
So is Holland watching a physical copy of it, or did he download it or stream it? Is the question.
That is the first rule of tonight. Must be watching the movie from a physical copy.
Yeah, and I think my steel book is broken.
Oh yeah. Talk about that because you were right before we went live. You were like in the back.
I couldn't clip the steel book shut. It won't shut. I hate that. Hey Tim. Tim's in the house. What's up, Tim?
Oh, we got Tim.
Why are you a Fed? No, I give my friends illegal websites to watch movies on if they can't find it any other way. So definitely not Fed.
To answer your question, I genuinely think I've seen this movie like 10 times at least.
This scene was intense with the stethoscope. 100%, Mika. Yeah, it's great stuff. But that's what this kind of movie is supposed to do. You know, a lot of people complain about that. They'll be like, that's messed up to put a child actor in that situation. Well, first of all,
I'm sure that's like
it's in a
kinda
controlled situation. You know,
But tell me there isn't trauma after that.
I mean,
Are you-
Genuinely.
Are you guys fans of steel books or no?
I mean, I have a few, yeah, in the collection.
I can appreciate them.
They are a pain in the ass sometimes. The way they like get bent scratched or dented.
That's one reason I don't like steelbooks. The other reason I don't like steelbooks is when they don't put the title of the movie on the cover.
Oh, my Black Hawk Down did that. I hate that.
I don't like that when it's just an image of the movie. It's like put the title of the movie on there. It's like, come on.
Did you answer your thought about the Hostel movies?
Did I answer what?
You literally put comments up. You click on them and then you don't read them and then you move on.
Oh, what happened? What did I do?
You literally had this one up, left it, and then
I
typed down,
hate
"Don't
Melco
answer it."
protectors. I don't
Oh.
need Melco protectors. They're not the reason. I hate the way they like slide in. I hate Melco protectors. I have protectors. I use protection. Yes, Tim, I use protection, but not Melco.
What's your thought on the Hostel movies? You made me watch the first movie. I've come to the conclusion I'm just not an Eli Roth fan.
I like
Billy, sweet Billy boy. Sorry,
I like Eli Roth a lot. Knock knock. Because it's got Ana de Armas in it. That's always a plus. But yeah, I like Hostel. I like Hostel too.
That's funny. We were just watching Dracula last night. That's
Nice.
that's actually funny. We were watching that last night.
See, my issue with Melco is I don't feel like they slide in very well. The ones that are very plastic, like anytime I'm sliding them in, I feel like they're literally scratching the steel book. Like I'm not. I don't know. I like the bags. I feel like the bags are better because I'm not throwing my steel books around. I'm not worried about them getting dented anyways. I just want to keep bags on there so when I slide them in and out, they don't get scratched up.
Gotcha. Also, I think we just saw Billy again. So Billy, sweet Billy boy.
Jerry, about your comment on the Hostel. I'm ignoring
I
you.
thought we're all just moving past me singing.
Yeah.
Billy, sweet Billy boy.
That's awesome. About your comment on the Hostel movies or your question. I don't get like grossed out or like, cringe from a lot of things. Like it's kind of hard. Except literally the first Hostel has two events that I cannot look at. I have to avert my gaze. It is the part, and I will say it to death, when the guy gets his Achilles tendon,
Oh,
like both of them slashed, and then he's like, "You can get away. Like, go on, run for it. The door's right there." Something like that. And then it's a close up of him standing up, and it just like
snaps.
And he falls
When he's
over.
cutting it too. We don't really know what the heck's going on. You just see him shaking. And I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, what is he freaking out about? Because he's just like, he's going crazy. And then we come to find out, he slit his Achilles tendon.
Billy, sweet Billy boy.
Yeah. And the other one with the girl and her eye, the Asian girl and her eye, that's like,
and the snip when they
when they had to snip the eye,
I remember listening to podcasts and somebody was like, why did they snip her eye? Because I'm sure she could have gotten that fixed. It wasn't like there's
no way she could get it fixed.
The cord was still intact. I was like, I don't know.
But at what cost? At what cost?
I'm curious to hear if Jerry, I assume if Jerry asked the question, I'm assuming he likes it.
Yeah.
How's Green Inferno? Oh, geez.
Also, in case anyone's new, particularly Tim to the chat, in case you're wondering why I keep singing Billy, sweet Billy boy. It's a rule for the game since we're playing a game tonight, right? I want to play a game.
I hope you're singing, Tim. I heard Tim has the best singing voice in the world. Did you guys hear that?
Tim has the best singing voice. Well, I know he loves promoting himself.
I'll get him to sing the next time he's on my channel.
There you go.
He's going to be Tuesday. He's going to have to sing as he introduces himself.
Yep.
It's going to be his new introduction.
Actually, you know what? I kind of want to see Clown, but Clown isn't from Eli Roth, I don't think. I think he's a producer on it, right?
I like Clown.
Are you thinking of Clown House? Because I think he directed Clown, I thought.
Did he direct Clown?
Which I didn't see. I'll take a look right now.
I want to say he's only a producer on that movie.
Oh, geez, I couldn't tell you on that one for sure. I know a lot of he directed. John Watts directed Clown from 2014.
Yep.
Yeah. John Watts directed that one. He produced it. He didn't even write it. Whenever people do a top ranking and they include his work as a producer, I never include that. I'm only including like the director's top 10, not his stuff he produced.
And the worst offender of that is Steven Spielberg. All those executive producing credits.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Tim doing a watch along with you guys soon, or no?
Well, actually, okay. You took the words out of my mouth because I was gonna wait until the end here, but we're our final watch along is gonna be Little Shop of Horrors, and we're planning on we have Billy, sweet Billy boy.
I know Fisk the film collector messaged me.
Currently, we have 8 guests. Hey, whoa! Currently, we have 8 guests. We have 8 guests for that watch along. I was going to reach out to you after this one. I just wanted to have you on first. But Tim is on that one. So if you want to join that one, that's October 27th. We're doing that one. It's a Thursday.
Thursday, right? Yeah.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, I've got like 3 streams planned that week too. What else would be another one? Sure.
But it's going to be Mika, Huck, James, 20th, 21st. Basement Blues.
That will be that's an awesome panel. Wow. But that will be an interesting watch along. Have you ever tried to watch along with 8 people?
Nope. We've only ever done this where it's one.
Wow.
Billy, sweet Billy boy. Hey, don't cover him up. Damn it.
I've got to get Little Shop of Horrors. I've never seen it.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No.
It's so fun.
That's a fun movie, man.
But I'll
That's
get the digibook. I want the digibook of it, so I'll just have to order it.
That's a fun
If I order it right now, it'll come in the next 2 weeks. I should order it now. I think it's like a $30 digibook. I love digibooks.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah. I don't think I have off the top of my head. I don't have any in the collection.
I'm trying to collect every American digibook release out there, which is like
Jesus Christ.
Do you have the space for it?
No, I've got movies boxed up, but I'm moving, so that's why when people ask me if I'm interested in being on a stream right now, I'm like, if I have to pull out movies, you're not going to want me on there because half of my collection's getting boxed up.
I love this quote from Jerry. Give me a cold Pepsi and I'll get through the shittiest of shit movies.
What's the worst you've ever seen, Jerry?
Yeah, what's the worst movie you've ever seen, Jerry?
Microwave Massacre.
Microwave Massacre.
I don't think those 2 words should be in a title together.
Microwave Massacre is one of them. Beware Children at Play, which Vinegar Syndrome released. That's pretty bad.
Oh boy. Yes, Mika. I love Little Shop of Horrors. Looking forward to it. We're excited because Mika's the first time, like you, on the channel. So we're excited to have Mika.
I have new faces.
Yeah, I'm excited for Mika to be on a stream. It's going to be with like Mel and a bunch of others. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Sue will be on there.
Hey, Fish. What's going on, Fish? Congratulations, by the way, on winning last night, Bob. I'm sorry you didn't win.
Oh my God, I got my ass kicked.
He was on Huck's Trivia last night. Him and Fish and Mid-Level and Pop's Movie Dungeon.
Okay, Tim, that's not your worst movie you've ever seen, though, is it?
The New York Ripper. That's funny. From 2019 when I again with Durant, him and I saw Joker in theaters together, and we went Blu-ray hunting after the movie, and we saw a copy of New York Ripper in FYE, and like that's always been associated like with anytime I hear New York Ripper. That's funny. That has like a cool lenticular, right?
Fish, I was telling him last night, said it's only a matter of time before he takes the YouTube world by storm.
That New York Ripper has like a lenticular cover, right?
Not that one. I think the Blu-ray one might. The 4K doesn't though.
Oh, okay.
The 4K is a pretty natural one. But that eye gouging scene in New York Ripper is
anything with the eyes, man. I can't do.
Oh yeah, no, that's up there with like Zombie.
Well, you saw Barbarian as well, right?
Yeah.
Remember when when Justin Long gets his eyes.
Oh, that's at the very end. Yeah. Oof.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it's been out a couple weeks.
it's been out. It's been out.
Yeah.
I feel okay with that.
Did Mika like Barbarian? I don't know if I ever heard her thoughts on that, but I know she was really looking forward to seeing that.
That's my favorite movie of the year so far.
Barbarian. The the damn scene with the freaking oh no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, that's never good having shotguns above you.
Yeah.
God. But yeah, no, the Barbarian, the freaking just right off the roof.
Oh yeah, where he's like.
That's great. Oh
But
my
I absolutely adore Justin Long. I think he's like we have Scream Queens.
He made it on my top 25 actors list.
We have Scream Queens. Why don't we have Scream Kings? Like Justin
That's
Long
a
is a
good
Scream
point.
King.
That is a good point. Who would be a Scream King? Would Josh Hartnett from Halloween H2O? Or is that not a thing? I don't know, the Faculty, like Elijah Wood, is that a Scream King?
Who's like who can you think of that's a Scream King? Well, Anthony
Sorry, I'm too
Perkins is a
invested in
Scream
the movie
King.
right now.
Anthony
I'm-
Perkins 100%.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible. Least favorite horror of the year, Holland said. Oh, jeez.
Wait, Barbarian's your least favorite?
Yeah,
No.
Spoiler.
What?
not mine. That's Holland's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What? What? That movie was amazing.
No, Barbarian's probably one of my favorites.
Oh, it's incredible.
Have you not seen? She hasn't. Wait, you both seen Barbarian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
meant like spoilers in like you're further in the chat.
Oh,
Yes.
my bad. There's chat's starting to blow up now. I'm losing my spot myself. Oh, did you guys hear that Barbarian might not get a Blu-ray? I guess Disney put out a statement like it's getting because it's owned by Fox, right? And they're like it's getting a digital whatever release, but they didn't say anything about a physical release, and people are starting to wonder if Barbarian won't get a physical release. That would be a typical Disney move. That would solidify it for my least favorite studio ever.
Yeah, that's messed up if that
I-
happens.
That would piss me off. That would piss
Yeah.
a lot of people.
That pissed me off.
Most of all, it would piss Holland off.
Well, it would piss Tim Talks Talkies off. Definitely grabbing Barbarian once it's out. Tony, don't go. Don't go, Tony.
Oh.
Well, Laren, it's only you now. Keep the Dave haters out. Least favorite horror of the year, Barbarian. Wow.
Thanks.
That hurts.
That's wild. Tom Atkins. Yep. But like I understand why Scream Queens is a thing, but like when I watched Barbarian, I was like, Justin Long is 100% certifiable Scream King. He's in two Jeepers Creepers movies.
I love Jeepers Creepers.
I absolutely adore it. I hate the controversy. Like I hate loving Jeepers Creepers because it's Victor Salva, but
Yeah.
having said that, I can put that aside and I can say Jeepers Creepers is incredible. That's why I loved the thing in Barbarian, because that's a nod to the end of Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah. I can separate art from the artist. Oh
Interesting.
my God. I did not think about that nod to Jeepers Creepers at the end there.
With his eyes, right? Yeah.
No, that I didn't think about.
And then
Wow.
is it did you catch this one? When Bill Skarsgård goes out to the girl's car to get her luggage, he comes back in and he's in a raincoat. I don't think that's coincidental. Georgie was in a raincoat in It.
Oh, It. I'm not the biggest It fan.
I like the first
But
one. The second one, I'm not too
But that's a
crazy
great
about.
point because he plays Pennywise.
Yep, and he comes back in a raincoat.
That dinosaur of a cell phone.
I love where that movie went. No, I won't spoil it. I guess we already have, but I love where that movie went.
Well, I mean, he could survive with his eyes. Like all I said was he got his eyes poked.
I'm so sorry. Just a like a buyer. I should have warned you guys, like a buyer beware of having me on your channel. Well, if anybody who watches my channel knows I go on rants and I get off topic. So we've talked about everything but Saw. I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh man, it's all good. Victor Salva being a pedo aside, he also straight up ripped off the start of Jeepers from Unsolved Mystery. Well, they also say that it's a nod to Duel, Steven Spielberg's Duel. But that opening of Jeepers Creepers is it could be a ripoff all at once. It's incredible.
Yeah, that beginning, especially after watching the newest one, I was like, oh my god. But when it comes to these things, I was thinking about this last night. Have you seen Hellfest?
No. Have you seen Hellfest? No.
Well, there's like it's slightly a spoiler, but not like it's just a death. It's just a death scene. Have you seen Funhouse Massacre?
No.
Okay, so I watched that last night, and I've seen Hellfest, and there's a scene in Funhouse Massacre where they take what are those games at like amusement parks? You slam the thing and the pin goes up. You know what I'm talking about? The bell.
Yep.
So there's a scene in Funhouse Massacre which came out in I believe 2015, and the guy's like puts his head on the thing where you smash it, and the big guy, like smashes his head on there, and there's another scene in a movie called Hellfest, which is from like 2018, and they have the same exact scene. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I gotta look up which one came out first. It can be argued the directors or writers could say I've never seen that movie, but we're sitting here like myself saying one of these, like obviously Hellfest ripped off that movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one of those things. In there's a lot of other movies like that. Bone Tomahawk and Terrifier, the same exact sawing in half just happens with a guy versus a girl.
True.
So it's one of those things. It's like, do you think these writers are ripping it off, or do you think they genuinely didn't see the movie, or are they just drawing inspiration?
I was gonna say, yeah, like is it more of an homage versus being ripped off? It's did James Wan rip off Saw when he made Saw, or is it more of a nod to Seven?
How about The Strangers Pray at Night? The ending to that, was that a nod to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or was it copying it? You know,
True. Is X basically just a ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or is it at this point? I feel like
Nothing's original.
Exactly. At this point,
yeah.
We're
I
just
think
gonna say,
X is awesome.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I don't get mad at that. So this is where when Tim's on my channel, we're gonna have words. But yeah, I don't mind as long as you don't blatantly like copy them. I don't know. I'm okay with like drawing inspiration. And I don't know, it's hard to be original nowadays. Look at YouTube. I mean, it's hard to create your own content.
Yep. No, it is. It is. Fish, good point. Mark Patton from Nightmare 2. I adore Freddy's Revenge. So 100%.
That guy is a Scream Queen though, or Scream King.
I would
what
think
else
so.
was he in?
In my opinion, all you have. Well, funny enough, he's in that documentary called Scream Queen, and it's all about his experience making Nightmare 2. But
I'm gonna go check out the comparison though after Tim told me to do that. Tim, send me the link on Instagram and I'll watch the comparisons. And if I end up hating Jeepers Creepers because of that, Tim and I are gonna have words. I feel like Tim hates horror movies. New York Ripper, Hellfest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, not to tangent, but the one thing I dislike, upon seeing this like for the umpteenth time, is Gordon's face makeup. Because like, Adam looks fine.
It looks like he has like a perfect little dot on his cheek.
Not even that. I'm talking like it literally looks like they took baby powder and
just like powdered him up.
yeah, literally. He looks like so white, but like not humanly like sickly white, but like clown white. Look
Yeah.
at that.
It
It,
is-
doesn't even match the shade of his neck.
It is kind of funny.
Yes, also the
Also, major props to John Kramer, Jigsaw, for just laying there that whole time.
well, he was like he
He got
drugged
he
himself.
drugged himself. You find out later on in the movies he drugged himself, so he's just sleeping right now. But then how's he like? How do they
Taking a
not see him breathing?
Because he slowed his breath down.
Oh, that's right.
So it literally looks like he's not breathing.
Hey, Jared, what's going on, Jared?
Oh,
Jared Runner.
knew we
Yep.
were missing a familiar face.
Yeah.
I love
There's
that
been some
comment.
original
I
stuff.
thought Barbarian was super original.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody saw it coming. I guess I'll just say that.
Nah. Anthony's horror and more. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
What's up, Anthony? Come on,
Come on now. I adore plenty of horror. I'm just being very critical.
I love Tim. Tim is my guy, so I get to have fun with Tim over here.
Anthony, you're just in time for the Barbarian chat. No more Barbarian chat. No more Barbarian chat. We all three of us in this stream loved it. Holland did not like it, and that's that.
Have you seen Castle Freak?
Castle Freak. No, that's the one that on the cover it says from the producers of Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, geez, that's the remake. There's an original
that's the
Castle
remake.
Freak from 1995, and
Wow.
I thought that Castle Freak reminded me slightly of Barbarian.
Okay, interesting. So funny you bring up the Black Phone because next weekend we're going to Halloween Horror Nights. They have a Black Phone haunted house, and we're really looking forward to that.
Okay, I think that's where people are like, that's got to be the worst acting, right? Is that it?
Well, it's because he's an
That's-
actor acting. Like- It's meta.
Yeah, he's purposely acting bad
Yeah.
to attempt to just show that he died.
Yeah. He's acting like he's acting bad.
And plus, the character of this guy is not an actor,
No.
right? Or
I
is
thought
he an
he's a
actor?
photographer.
Yeah, so it's totally fine.
See,
Probably one of the scariest things in the Saw franchise are I mean, we revisit this bathroom a couple times, but there's one time where we come back and we see Adam like, terrible, and then only for I forget who it was that put him out of his misery with the plastic bag.
Mm.
And then we see it another time, just his corpse.
Yep.
Terrifying.
all right, question for you guys. Would you cut off, and I say you guys, Universal, I apologize.
No,
But would you be able to cut off your own ankle?
I don't think you have to in this scenario. I am a firm believer that that was not necessary.
The simple answer is no. There's no way I'd be able to cut off my own ankle.
Like, I really
Absolutely
believe
not.
that there was other ways. Like, at the very least, you can continue sawing, like, until the blade's dull. Okay. But I don't know. I just think that there's a way around it. Or the pipe
feel
was
like-
rusty enough.
I feel like there's a lot of Barbarian haters in your chat tonight.
Oh, all right, Laren, get on him. I'm just kidding.
Rule number 4 of the game,
Yeah.
like Barbarian.
I should put that in the rules. You have to love Barbarian. I'm not a doctor. I'm pretty sure I'd pass out 5 seconds into cutting. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's tough, man. As soon as you friggin' first little skin you cut.
It's and then to have to like keep your blood from or keep yourself from bleeding out.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember. Spoil it for me. But don't they show him in the hallway in the third one, like dead, bled out?
Well, he's not dead because we know that he becomes an apprentice.
Did you know that?
Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, I was. Oh, yeah. Because is that in what, the fourth or fifth one? I've seen them all. I just can't remember everything. But I remember
because
like
you
Go
can't
ahead.
remember everything because it's so fucking convoluted.
yeah, and just like the one that survived this one, she ends up the bear trap. She ends up becoming like an apprentice too, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or she's
Yes.
in on it in the second one, if I remember, something like that.
Yeah.
The Saw movies are the prime example of they planned nothing out. I don't care what they say. They
Mhm.
made those movies up as they went along. And it gets so damn ridiculous as it goes on. That's why I like 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 are like believable to a certain degree.
Yeah, I can understand. Like they answer questions that nobody, or they have answers for things nobody had questions for.
Oh, this is terrifying. This is terrifying when you're when they do the pictures and the pig
With the
mask thing pops up.
pictures, yeah.
This is
Anything with a
terrifying.
pig mask. Yeah, this
Well,
one
pig
got
mask
me.
and like and like when people take pictures to try to see, like to use flash. Ugh,
Mhm.
I hate that.
This movie made me terrified, well, more so terrified of parking garages.
Yeah, getting abducted. Well, watch the movie The Call. Well, we did. The Call.
Yeah, I was gonna say we
with Halle
did.
Berry. Oh my god.
The call's not bad. There's two chats at the end here, Jerry and Anthony. I got to touch on them because I think anybody who watches Final Destination's watching that for the kills alone, right?
Yep.
I don't think there's much story to that. But Anthony said he liked Halloween Ends a lot. And currently people are shitting all over that movie, so my taste in film doesn't mean jack shit. Anthony, I know you just jumped in not too long ago. I saw it today and I hated it. One of my least favorite films of the year, maybe my least favorite.
Damn.
But that's why
Also,
film is subjective. It wouldn't be
Let me
fun
just
if we all agreed.
let me drop a quick Billy, Sweet Billy Boy. I'm not even gonna sing it anymore, but I'm just gonna say it.
You're out of the game.
I've been out. I refuse to sing. English much overkill.
The rules stated that you had to sing.
Is
There was
it?
no
Is your
singing.
screen? What do you guys? Oh my god! Do you guys use an OLED or what do you have? What kind of TV?
It's a 32-inch Emerson. It's nothing special.
Okay, because it's so like is your TV really dark too at that scene? Like just now before this part?
It was, but
it's really
I don't
dark.
think that
Like
was
there's some really dark scenes in this movie that are hard to see. That's why I hate like I hear OLEDs are supposed to help with that, but it's really frustrating when I can't even see the damn picture.
Yeah, see that for me, that creates more like, oh god, when it's just a black screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of me thinks that was intentional.
I
I
want
just
to
want to be able to see.
Holland. I want to see if Ents can beat Barbarian as my favorite of the year.
Holland.
Look at his face right there. Look at how powdery white
what is
that
it supposed to? What is it supposed to show? Is he like
Sickly?
he's sickly? That's why he's so white.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess he's pale, right? I don't know. His eyes are really blue too.
Yeah.
Also, let's keep in mind the budget of this movie was negative $20,000.
Okay, but it would have saved them money to not apply any makeup.
Half the budget went to Danny Glover. To get Danny Glover in this movie. Jeepers Creepers Reborn is a classic. Oh wait, is Jeepers Creepers Reborn a classic?
Yeah, no. It's one of the that and Halloween Ends. I think Halloween Ends is a little bit better than that, but I think. Well, I can't spoil Halloween Ends, but there's reasons I didn't like it.
What? How do you think Barbarian is a poop sandwich? There is no way on earth Barbarian is a poop sandwich.
It might be all the weird, like they get to one scene and then they just kind of cut to a different scene. The whole certain parts in that movie.
I absolutely. Oh my god, I don't know. Maybe we watched a different movie. Barbarian is so good.
I
No, I know Holland saw Jeepers Creepers Reborn, so I'm wondering if he liked Reborn, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, or Barbarian more.
There you go. Sorry, Reborn is my favorite of the year. Then Barbarian. Oh my god, Barbarian started off so well until Justin Long showed up, and then it basically became a comedy to me.
It basically did. I mean, they're not wrong, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. Justin Long is so good.
There is a lot of social commentary in that movie too.
Yeah, like I can see how a lot of people would be turned off by that subplot with him and the whole Me Too and all that stuff going on. But I dug it because
I thought they made a joke of that too, which actually was funny to me. Because the whole theater in that scene when he's at the bar talking to his friend, and he's like, she just used him encouraging. You know me, I'm very persuasive. I don't give up. And the whole theater was laughing at that part. So it's like it's a serious moment in a way, but it's done as comedy.
Yep. But I like it because I think it was a device that the director used to get him in the basement versus the traditional just walking down the steps kind of thing, because he's doing that whole square footage thing. He's like, what the fuck is that? And he just keeps going with the square footage.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. He's like, wow, it's worth more money.
But he's like seeing like the cages and everything. He's like, what the fuck? Anyways.
Now you know when you do a Barbarian watch along, I'm your guy.
Hell yeah. Come back on, man. Oh my God. Tim Talks Talkies. I'm in the Barbarian watch along.
Yes, you are, Tim. You went to the wrong stream if you didn't think that.
Lair and I thought Justin Long was great in the movie. He was terrific. Absolutely terrific. No, Tess is not the dumbest final girl of all time. No way.
She was just loyal. She was helpful. She cared. She had a heart.
Yep.
And she was
Exactly.
curious like any of us.
Yep.
But yeah, I probably would have been out of the house. But she didn't want to leave the guy. They had a very nice one night stand without the sex.
Exactly. Unlike what this guy's about to do.
Yeah.
How does everyone in the chat feel about Carrie Elwes? I don't know how I feel about him.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
I like
Carrie,
him
you
in
said
this
Carrie
movie.
Elwes?
I say Carrie Elwes.
Elwes. Okay. I'll go with what you say because I always get yelled at about pronunciations.
But you said you like him in this movie.
I like him in this one. I do not like him in the sequels.
And that's all you've ever seen of him.
Correct.
No, we watched another movie where he was in it. What
Oh yeah, we did. Like
What-
not that long
what
ago.
movie did we just watch where he's in it?
Literally not that long ago.
Damn it.
Hold on. let me Letterboxd.
Did you say you're going to
It was
pull it up
literally
on
not that long
Letterboxd?
ago. Yeah.
That's what I'm on.
I think
love
I
Letterboxd.
hold on, let me go over there. Who am I following? I think I follow you.
I will follow you back if I'm not following you.
Oh shit. I don't. All right, what's your thing?
Was he in Phantom of the Mall?
Is it just Bob's Blu-rays?
Liar, liar. No strings attached? Yeah. No. I'm probably under the most common Robert, so it'd be better off if I followed you. What's your name? It'd be so much
Oh.
easier.
My thing is I think it's just Eddie Green. That's my full name, Eddie Green.
Yeah, I think mine's just Robert Anderson, probably.
Ah, Mr. Anderson.
Dracula. He was in Dracula.
How
Yeah.
how often do you get that, Mr. Anderson?
Decent when I get like Waterboy a lot, Bobby Boucher, because Bob.
That's right. He's in Twister.
I've never seen
Carrie
Twister.
Elwes is in Twister. He's the rival of Bill Paxton in Twister.
Did you not hear what I just said?
You haven't seen Twister, yeah?
No, before that.
Oh, Dracula.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, he's also in The Princess Bride. Yes, I have not seen The Princess Bride.
I sent you a link on Instagram because I cannot figure out how to. Technology is not my strong suit.
All right. Tim Talkies, as an actor, he's a great asshole in Twister. Yeah, he's a shit weasel in that movie.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know how.
Okay, so it seems like the chat likes Carrie.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
I think a lot of people are big fans of Carrie.
He's really good in Liar Liar. I like him when he tries to do what Jim Carrey does with the claw, and the son's like, yeah, you're not my dad. Also, have I missed?
I didn't know.
Has Billy gone?
Speaking of, well, I didn't know if he was tall, if he was skinny. I'd heard the word tall, and I was like, I didn't know how tall Brian Goes Blue was until last night. He's 6'9". Jeez.
Wow.
That is scary.
I'm 6'2", so damn.
I'm 5'2".
My jaw dropped. I couldn't focus after that.
Can't stop thinking.
Oh,
about
he
it.
is in Liar Liar. He was all right. Yeah, I have no opinion of it.
Yeah, I'm a little indifferent.
Yeah, he is in Liar Liar.
I'm curious to know who Holland Oates' favorite actor or actress is.
There you go, Holland. Question of the minute.
Really dumb question, Holland, but it's kind of bugging me. Are you playing off the band Hall and Oates, or is your name really Holland Oates? You never know.
I think isn't that a picture? The picture is somebody from Holland Oates, right?
I literally can't. My eyes are so bad.
I don't know. Here.
I think so. Big Holland Oates fan, I believe.
I thought that was. Oh, It's Always Sunny.
Along Came a Spiders. Sorry, in my head. Speaking of kids, yeah, Along Came a Spider is a good one too. Yep. I remember seeing that once, Mika, long time ago.
Now you don't realize how tame this movie is compared to its sequels.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
really
a great
not even that
thing,
bad.
there's no like other 80 traps going on.
Yeah, it's not even really that bad. And a lot of like the intense gore, it's not even in frame.
It's always off. Yeah, and we're watching unrated, so. Holland says it's a joke from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie thinks Hall and Oates is one person named Holland Oates.
Oh, so I was right about It's Always Sunny. Oh, that's funny.
Holland Oates.
Well, really strong right now. I'm not gonna let anybody hurt you. You got that?
Also, can I just say that she is way out of Gordon's league?
Well, isn't that that's typically how it goes, right?
I guess that's kind of the point.
How weird is it to think that the guy who made this movie made Furious 7 and Aquaman?
Ew.
James Wan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like,
Yeah, the Furious 7 gets me confused because that's like Justin Lin's baby. Kind of, but he didn't direct the first one. But yeah, it's really interesting. And like you said, Aquaman too. I don't understand.
it's like what happened with Colin Trevorrow. He made that great movie, Safety Not Guaranteed, and then they were like, "Oh, cool, that was a good movie. Why don't you make Jurassic World?"
I really like Furious 7 though. I do. I mean, it's probably the last entertaining one after, Paul Walker passed away, so.
Yeah, and it's got some good camera work. James Wan definitely put his style in the movie. It's so bizarre. It's like, how did that happen?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
But it's like a Saw twist, I guess.
One of my favorite lines in this movie is when, you know, like it's coming up when he's like pointing the gun and Zepp's like, those are the rules. Like as to why he was doing what he was doing. Those are the rules.
This guy's been in stuff too, and I'm trying to think of what. I could ask Holland Oates, he knows, but I'll just figure it out myself on Letterboxd.
Now I've got to do what I've got to do. And I'm afraid it has to be you that tells him he failed.
What is this?
Laren says Zeke was also in Lost. Oh, it's a
It's
Zepp. Yeah, it's Zepp. Zepp was also in Lost.
Because the
Hello, Zepp.
song that everybody associates with
Hello,
Saw.
Zepp.
I'm with you though. Like, if you see this for the first, if we all say that, like, what's one movie? It's a fun question to play. Like, what's one movie you could go back and watch for the first time ever? What would it be? I think something with a great twist would probably be it. And Saw, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Not only that, but like I thought the line was coming up. Not only that, but Saw was what really got me into horror. Like I remember like this being I remember like the batch of like first horror movies I really like sat down and watched like by myself and discovered like my fascination for it was Saw, Silence of the Lambs, and The Shining.
I think for me, I don't know if you guys have seen this. One of those movies that I would go back and watch for the first time if I could would be Buried with Ryan Reynolds.
I absolutely love Buried. That's funny because I watched what was it, the A to Z, right? You put it in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put it on either that or Actors or something. It was probably that one. Yeah.
It was one of those lists. And that ending, I adore that ending because it's ballsy and it's like, yes,
Makes me
finally
depressed,
someone
but, like, in a good way.
someone had the balls to do something that wasn't, oh, okay.
Like happy ending.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think Buried's my favorite ending of all time because it is different. It's not like your typical Hollywood ending. It's not Disney. In realistically, not everything needs to end happy. Not everybody lives. Not every superhero wins or defeats the villain. Not everybody beats addiction. Like, so I can appreciate a movie like that because it felt realistic and heartbreaking, and it had me standing up out of my seat, and then only for me to like just be in utter shock. And so if you as a filmmaker can make me feel that way, you've succeeded.
And the guy that plays the guy looking for him, that like the voice guy, is it creeps me out for some reason. I don't know what it is about him. Like I feel like he has like some ulterior motive going on in that movie. And Buried, it's creepy.
That just, oh my goodness, we're here, we're digging you up. It's just like, oh my god.
And then it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Paul.
Just rips your heart out as a viewer.
Yep.
Going back to Saw, I don't know if y'all have seen like on YouTube. They're a couple years old, actually. Like they're pretty old. They're like the behind the scenes of like how some of the Saw traps were done, almost like, you know, a magician revealing its tricks. And it's really neat how like the architecture that goes behind it. Like they did the needle pit, the pendulum, the cube, the water cube. And it really makes you appreciate like good practical effects.
Yeah. Because that's all they could afford.
Well, yeah, it's like as far as I know, nothing up to 7 is CGI.
Or very little.
Or very little.
I never appreciated practical effects until like the last month, and I started taking a deep dive into like 80s horror and 70s, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. Like Burial Ground, some of these Giallo films, like Italian, but The Thing as well. It made me have such a deep appreciation for practical effects.
Yep. This fast cutting with the cars is a little kind
It's a
of
little
goofy.
goofy.
It's a little goofy.
It's a little goofy.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a little
Yeah,
goofy.
it doesn't quite work as well. Yeah. This is definitely not something you do as a watch along if you haven't seen this movie before. For commentary purposes, that would be awful. If you're like watching it for the first time.
Sorry, I was worried. I have a baby bearded dragon, and he just kind of disappeared in his tank, and I was worried.
Oh. Yeah, luckily I've seen this one multiple times. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh my God, how do I pay attention to this and do a commentary?
Practical is always the way to go. CGI should be used as a tool to do the things you can't do practically. Now it's used as a crutch.
Yeah, it should be used to enhance or like it's like a little sprinkle, but not as
you-
like the foundation.
And you two might know more about this than I do, but I've been hearing that a lot of these newer movies, they have practical effects and then they cover it with CGI. Like I think the Dawn of the Dead remake and some other movies, they use practical effects and then cover it with CGI or something like that.
What comes to my mind is the Tom Cruise Mummy, only because they speak of it very highly in the horror makeup show at Universal about like how they take the main chick and like she's really there, she's a real person, but they then take her and like apply like they have her in makeup, but I don't know, they take her in the computer and make her look even more like dead or grotesque. So it's kind of I don't know. I've never seen that movie, but
Oh,
there it goes.
Eddie's favorite part.
And I love Adam's reaction too. Like he's just like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like how else would you react to that?
I guess once
Like-
you get going, you just better keep going. You don't want to stop halfway through. Don't take a break.
I'm like, "Oh my god."
It is. It's fun. It's just it gets so damn preposterous. It's just like God, come on,
But
man.
I feel like they were made intentionally to be like outlandish. It was just sort of like how far could they push it?
But I feel like that's why I like Spiral, because they try to bring it back to a more grounded kind of.
No, Chris Rock.
Did you
just
like
didn't do it for
Spiral?
me.
Bob?
I thought it was decent. I did not love Spiral. My biggest problem with Spiral is I don't think Chris Rock works for it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Or
I'm saying.
Samuel L. Jackson. Like he's just, and I'm not saying Chris Rock isn't a good actor. I feel like he's overacting, and he's just not a horror actor. Like some people are just meant for comedy, and I don't think Chris Rock was made for a Saw movie. And I didn't hate it. Okay. I thought it was actually, I could probably give it like a 3. I just think
3 out of 10 or 3 out of 5 stars?
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stars. I always go by 5 stars system. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. 3 out of 10 would be pretty brutal. Practical make.
I can only hear Chris Rock where you said people were made for certain roles. Marty the zebra from Madagascar is all I can hear whenever I hear Chris Rock's voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot who shot him. Damn. He had to kill him.
All right, are we ready for?
Billy.
Are we ready for the final Billy? Here it comes. Billy's about to come out, right?
No,
There he is, right?
no, Zepp's about to come in.
I thought Billy appears.
And here they
Maybe
are
more.
safe. Here they are safe the whole time.
Yeah, Anthony. Well, the killer is like I think the biggest gripe of Spiral, like the voice of the killer.
Sounds like great value Kermit.
Yeah.
I think that's what pissed everybody.
Yeah. Oh, there's Zep. Okay.
And he's about to say, "Those are the rules."
I like how they just like pulled his pants down over his leg to like show his foot's gone.
Now he's really pale, huh?
Yeah, he really is.
Put
Wow.
extra baby powder on him now.
It's the rules. The 1-2 punch of like John's been laying the twist that John's been alive and laying there the whole time, and that Zep is also playing a game. It's like, what? So it's like,
Oh. Yeah, now see, if this was Saw 3 or 4, we'd be seeing a head being crushed.
yeah. But Saw is a very rewatchable film. Like, you just realize something with each watch that you don't before. Like, especially like on that second
just
rewatch, knowing what you know.
I don't feel like I know Carrie Ewells just cut his own ankle off. I don't feel like this is the best performance by him.
After having just cut your own foot off.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Don't worry.
It
He's,
is
like,
really cool
shaking.
what they did. It's awesome what they did though with the low budget, with like no budget.
It's all about the camera
I think
angle.
Saw 2 was really. I thought Saw 2 was excellent as well. I really like that
That's
one,
great.
and that's got the actress from Seventh Heaven, Beverly
Yep,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, the one who dies in like the dumbest trap ever. Wait, which one? There's two. The one who
I
dies
think-
from sticking both of her hands in the glass box, or the one that dies
That is-
from like getting
that
the
is
ribs
not-
ripped out?
I don't know. I thought she survived to the end. I think she's blonde. She's from Seventh Heaven, so I couldn't tell you. I could probably pull it up. You'd be able to tell me.
Here
I
we
do
go.
love this.
Seeing this, and it's like, huh?
The
Here we
score is
go.
so good.
Yeah. This is it.
This is Lord, the voice of coursing through your system, which only I have the antidote for. Will you murder a mother and your child to save
Okay, so do we believe like in Kramer's ideology that they're killing themselves and that they could potentially be saved, or that Kramer's the actual murderer? Like, had they listened, they could have been saved.
That's why you got to have appreciation, because it's so original and unique. But yeah, that's a debatable topic. I mean, he's not the one, so to speak, pulling the trigger.
I just don't think it holds up in court.
Yeah, it's
My
kidnapping.
guy
at
had cancer.
minimum.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
I'm saying,
Gotta
but
love
I'm also
Tobin
thinking
Bell.
of a moral, ethical dilemma.
And you know what's unfortunate is the sequels kind of kill this ending, because I like how it just ends with him game over, and he shuts the door, and then the sequels, like when you
They
know
all
what,
say it.
yeah, well, but then the sequels ruin this ending, is what I'm saying. They ruin the ending.
Very interesting.
And then seeing the key
Wow.
like replay from the beginning, where it's like, oh, that's what that was.
disease eating away at me inside?
Sounds like our friend Jason.
I'm sick of people who don't appreciate their blessings.
Except right now, I
Giving like the
I love how
antagonist
it's
of the
so
film-
simple. Most of the ways out of these are so simple. Like the keys in the bathtub, but you let it go down the drain.
Billy, sweet Billy boy.
Giving the antagonist of the film brain cancer, ballsy, I would say, because it's like, well, God, now I kind of feel bad.
I don't feel bad for him.
And he's the one pulling the damn trigger on the electrocution the whole freaking time.
Oh, that was Zep.
I don't know. He just did it just now. Oh, that was that. Okay.
Oh, well,
You know,
I didn't know if he was doing it the whole time or if he just fell down that on
Oh.
the floor.
here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ah, powerful, baby. And those goddamn sequels ruined it.
They do that a lot with a lot of movies.
Damn
Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
Oh, so good.
Now, I would watch this like if the Blu-ray didn't stop at the credits and just kept playing over again. I'd probably sit here and watch it again.
Crazy. Now, the real question, Bob, are you watching Phantasm or Saw 2 tonight?
There is a wrong answer.
I've got 3 movies to watch. I got 3 more set aside. I got Cursed, Phantasm, and Casper.
You're watching 3 more movies tonight?
So that'll be 5 for today. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then I gotta work all weekend. So we'll see if
Oh
I
my
get to it.
God.
I'm pretty tired, so we'll see how many I can get to. But
Wow.
game over.
We're in the same time zone, right?
No, you're in a different time zone.
It's 10:30 right now for me.
Yeah, it's 11:30 for us.
Oh, okay.
Game over.
Game over.
Yep. That's it, everybody. That's Saw right there. So did you by doing the watch along, by watching it again, do you have a greater appreciation for it? Like, has it gone up in your ranks or?
Oh, I was lost probably because we were talking about so many different movies for the most part. But I'm glad I seen it because I probably would have said no, of course, if I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm sure you would have been like, hey, this is probably not the best movie to do a watch along for. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it holds up. This movie still holds up. You got to have a deep appreciation for it too because it's such a micro budget.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We came, we saw.
Ha, I like that. I
Yeah.
was looking to see what the
Sorry, look at Tobin gets last credit. Jigsaw.
No way. No way.
That's funny.
I was trying to see what the budget was because I saw the
Oh, it's like
box
negative
office.
20,000. They had to like I'm telling you, half the budget went to freaking Danny Glover to be in this movie.
I'm trying
Probably.
Eric, you're coming in right at the buzzer, right as we're about to end this dang thing. That's when you show up. What's going on? Bob is also here. If you'd like to say hi to Bob.
Hello,
I
Eric.
had a budget of 1.2 million, which is still like a lot.
This had a budget of 1.2 million.
And the box office reached 103.9 million.
Oh yeah, that's a profit right there.
A little bit.
Well, I love it. I enjoy the hell out of this
And
movie.
it was only shot in 18 days.
Holland says I'm gonna watch Candyman '92. Never seen it.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Eric says hi, Bob. Mizzy coming in right at the
Mizzy.
buzzer, right at the buzzer. I'm sorry.
Nice. Please
just
let
got
us
out
know
of
how you
seeing
liked it.
Yeah, no spoilers, Mizzy, but did you like it or not like it? Let us know before we end. I'm gonna watch Halloween 2018 and Kills after this. Yeah, I don't feel obligated to watch those. I feel like
Yeah, I'm
they're
fine.
pretty fresh. I feel like I could go into ends and be totally fine.
Yeah, I watched them last night. I didn't need to though.
Yeah, of course not. Mizzy, did you like it? Did you not like it? We're waiting for your answer. But yeah, so October 27th at 9 is when we're doing it. I'll send you all the information and everything, but you're definitely 100% invited to be on that that watch along.
Bye, Mika. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with
Thank you,
us
Mika.
as always. Huge supporter.
Bye.
Yeah, October 27th. It's a Thursday. Yeah, it's hilarious because I got streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week for all of October.
Nice.
But yeah, it's fun. I liked it overall. No spoilers.
All righty. This was a cool commentary. Thanks, FOS and Bob.
Amber.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Of course.
Yeah, man. Stick around because we do formal, goodbyes
Oh,
once the stream is over. But thank you, everybody that tuned in. Seriously, like Bob said as we were watching, without the chat, what is this? So
That's so true.
it's all about that. So really appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Your stream is pretty early tomorrow, right? Yes, tomorrow we're doing a 12 a noon stream. So that's when that's happening.
Oh my God, Damien, thank you.
Damien W stream. What does that mean?
Like good win.
Win.
Oh, okay.
Got to win.
Damien, I'm surprised you're still here.
I'll catch the replay by Ed, Haley, Bob. All right, so we'll see everybody tomorrow at 12 p.m. right here on the channel. We're going live. We're talking about all the stuff we've watched in the month of October so far. And Bob will most likely be back for the Little Shop of Horrors. So, and we're going to have so if Bob joins us, that's 9 guests that we're going to have for that watch along.
That's more than I can do.
You're gonna have
Good
10
God.
people. You'll have 3, 3, and 1.
Well, you're going to be number 9, and then there's one that I'm waiting to hear back from.
Is that including
So,
us?
Yeah, that's us plus 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many can you have? I thought you can only do 9 guests on StreamYard.
I thought it was 10. It says up to 10 people. Do we count as one of those? Is that the thing?
I feel like you do.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Well then you maxed this out right there. So you're the final guest.
If there's any issues though, let me know.
No.
But yeah, I think it's 9. I don't know because I think it goes 3, 3, 3, and then 1. So I think it's up to 10 people total, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Tim or
Cool.
somebody might know better than I would.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then you're the last and you're confirmed. So that's how that's going to rock out. So, all right, everybody, Bob, his link is down below. It's at that little @ thing. Click the @ thing.
Like the ad thing.
And that'll take you right over to his channel. So thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thanks for
And-
being in the chat, everyone.
Yep. We'll see you
Thanks.
soon. And until we talk to you next time, keep being fans of something.